Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Hello, everyone. Eric Lima here. Thank you, Mr. Announcer. That's right. It's me. I'm back. And you're watching another episode of WEML-TV, Channel 77. This is episode 468. Hello. This is this Friday, August the 13th, 2021. Yes, it's Friday the 13th. And it's 10:46 p.m. And watching AEW Rampage right now. We're watching the main event. Britt Baker, DMD, defending the Women's World Title against Red Velvet. It's a hot opportunity. But this is, we're going to be talking about SmackDown and 205 Live Event Center, what has happened on SmackDown and 205 Live. I'm kind of looking forward to talking about it because there's a lot of ground to cover. Remember, a week from tomorrow is SummerSlam, and sometime next week I will give my picks and predictions to SummerSlam. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to do it the Saturday afternoon before SummerSlam. So it'll be close. That way I would have the picks right there and then. And then when SummerSlam actually does come on, we're going to have some fun. All right. John Cena kicks off SmackDown in Tulsa and addresses Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman interrupt John Cena. And they got, some of the promos that these two cut were like cold cuts. Like, Roman Reigns with the missionary position joke. And he goes, well, 20 years of missionary position is good, but not good for Nikki Bella. I'm like, oh, he went there. Roman Reigns went there. I was like, oh, you mentioned Nikki Bella. And then all of a sudden, John Cena goes, well, you almost ruined Seth Rollins, and you drove Dean Ambrose out of WWE, and he made a CM Punk a reference. When CM Punk won the title, he blew a kiss to Vince McMahon and ran off a few years ago. John Cena says he may end up doing the same thing to Roman Reigns. So this is good. I was like, oh boy. Lots of references being thrown around. Then, so it's going to be an interesting SummerSlam match, to say the least. King Nakamura and Rick Boogs were getting ready for King Nakamura's matchup, which is for the Intercontinental Heavyweight title, as Apollo Crews defends that title against King Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, here's a note. During the matchup, Rick Boogs was doing his guitar thing, and then Commander Aziz tried to get involved, so the referee wisely ejected both of them at ringside, which is even crazy, even though fans didn't like Rick Boogs getting ejected. I don't like it either, but the referee was wise enough to do that. But then Commander Aziz thought he could take advantage, and he got caught, and he got ejected. So it was a one-on-one matchup. It was a great matchup until Apollo Crews made a mistake. Shin's King Nakamura, as I like to call him, Shin's King Nakamura, capitalized on the mistake that Apollo Crews made. Hit the King Shasa, as I like to call it. 1, 2, 3. Your new Intercontinental Champion. That's right, the winner of the match and new Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, King Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura, or Shin's King Nakamura, or King's K Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura, the King, is your new Intercontinental Champion. Well, I like to call him Intercontinental King. And that belt, you become a king and you got the title. And rumor has it, speaking of King, rumor has the King of the Ring tournament will return as long as a debut of the Queen of the Ring tournament for the WWE, and with both finals happening in Saudi Arabia, which I'm sure a lot of people are not very happy about the Saudi Arabia deal. And that's probably the reason why I think all this hatred towards WWE started when Bret the Hitman Hart was screwed back in 1997. I think a lot of people thought it was okay to hate Vince McMahon and the WWE, and I think that's That's all it stemmed. And I'm not saying I'm blaming Bret Hart for that, but also I think but what furthered that was the ECW crowd and One Night Stand 2006 when they were hating on John Cena. I think the hatred towards WWE because the independents, I think a lot of people realize the independents have been swallowed alive by the WWE at that point. And that's why probably a lot of people are crapping on the WWE, unfortunately. That's my take on that, but whatever. So Caleb Braxton interviewed both the Street Profits, and they were determined to beat the Alpha Academy in their tag team matchup, which the match was happening, and the Street Profits did end up winning that match against the Alpha Academy. Congratulations to the Street Profits. And then Seth Rollins somehow harasses the production crew about something while in the truck. He enters the ring aggressive to the Tulsa crowd, and they had this big vignette with Seth Rollins and Edge and the similarities and such. And Seth Rollins says that he'll beat Edge at SummerSlam. So the mind games continue with Seth Rollins. And then the Mysterios were talking about the loss to Jey Uso, and then Ray says, "Hey, you got to stay focused. We got to get bounced back into this." And say, "Oh, we beat the Dirty Dogs before." No, we can't rest on that. We gotta stay hungry. We gotta stay humble. We gotta stay hungry. It looks like one thing Dominic needs to learn is what is from his father. His father knows. I'm sure every WWE veteran will have to tell him that. Stay hungry and humble. And because of that, the Usos distracted Dominic when he was about to do the 619, and they were distracting him on the Titantron. But then Rey Mysterio got him back focused, and they got the victory over the Dirty Dogs. That's Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. So they won. So they won that. Baron Corbin had a last plead, and he asked all the fans for $1,000, and realizing that the phone plan was under his mom's phone plan, which family plan. And then Kevin Owens interrupts Corbin, and then Kevin Owens challenges him to a match where if Corbin wins, he gets the $1,000 for Kevin Owens. If Owens wins, he's got to stop begging people for money. Sasha Banks was waiting backstage for a contract signing. And then Kevin Owens went one-on-one with Baron Corbin. It was a heck of a fight, but in the end, Kevin Owens did beat Baron Corbin, so Baron Corbin's going to stop. Then Bianca Belair was practicing signing her contract, and Big E was backstage goofing off with her and helping her out and all that good stuff. Kayla Braxton was interviewing Corbin, and she goes, "What now?" And then Corbin runs off, takes off, pushes Big E down, and steals Big E's Money in the Bank briefcase. Baron Corbin, what have you done, my man? You shouldn't have done that, bro. You shouldn't have done that. Big E is going to beat the crap out of you. I mean, going to beat the crap out of you for doing that, dude. That was not a wise move on Baron Corbin's part. You don't want to make Big E mad. Big E's worked hard for that briefcase, man. Stealing it, it's just a contract, not a money case. Corbin's an idiot. He's too broke. He couldn't even afford some brains. Anyways, they had the Sasha Banks Belair contract signed overseen by Sonya Deville. They were both arguing. Sonya Deville says cut it out. Cut the match between Sasha Banks and made a couple of allies in Zelina Vega and Carmella. If I were Bianca Belair, I would recruit Toni Storm and Liv Morgan to counter them, as all three ladies were attacking Bianca Belair. And no one came out to save Bianca Belair. So that's what happens in the end, as Sasha Banks did the bank statement while using Bianca Belair's hair towards the end of SmackDown. And they get 205 Live. Now, this is a very, very unique addition to 205 Live because the Cruiserweight division basically depleted by all the releases that's happened. There was only one match involving 205 Live Cruiserweights, Ike Manjiro and Grayson Waller. And Waller and Waller did pick up the victory over Grayson Waller did pick up the victory over Ike Manjiro. And then a matchup between two superstars who are not of, or they're above 205. Big Josh Briggs is like 6'8" and almost 300 pounds, this dude. And Joe Gacy's like 235 pounds. Briggs did a pretty much promo on Gacy saying that he fights. And then the two went at it, and Briggs gets up, gets the Duke over Joe Gacy. And so that is it. So this Raw and SmackDown will be the final Raw and SmackDown before SummerSlam. And this Tuesday, NXT will be the final NXT before TakeOver. So a lot of ground to cover there. There is going to be, and a lot of ground to cover. And that's so over next weekend, a lot of picks and predictions are going to happen. And trust me on that one. So that is all the time I have on the show. I'm going to finish watching AEW Rampage and probably do a video on that tomorrow. All right. I will see you guys later. Guys, have a wonderful day, and I'm hoping that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay cool, stay dry, because I think it's going to be raining, scattered thunderstorms tomorrow, mainly tomorrow afternoon. But I don't care. I'm at that point where I want to go out there without a poncho because I'm sick and tired of sweating my butt off. So I will see you guys later. Guys, have a wonderful night. God bless. Peace. Love. Bless out.